Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Amina. Hi, Kenzie. Hi, Israel. Israel number one. Israel number two. Hi,
Good
Daniel.
evening, ma'am.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kay.
Mhm.
Nima.
Good evening. Okay, good to hear from you guys this evening. I hope you had a great day, even if for a scarce in your area. Just so on the road. Oh God. So anyways, today's day two. Earlier today I was talking to the lady that would handle the community management class and um getting that sorted out. Also for the content writing, but that's by the way. So before we start today's class, how many of us have done our assignment? I know I've not dropped the link for the assignment yet, but I'll drop it right after today's class so that you can submit by tomorrow. So I'm believing that you guys have already done it because literally the answers to those questions are online. So it's like graceful. You don't even have to crack your head or break your head, but the idea is to expose you to. Um, I'll answer that question after I get some after Wednesday. I'll answer it on Friday. So it's possible you will solve that question. Okay, that's the difference between token and coin, and you won't understand what you are reading or writing. So I will now explain it in a better, simpler way on Friday. And then the other question that everyone asks, okay, yes. So today's class, yesterday we looked into I hope you guys are with me. Don't mind my voice, so it's my
Yes, ma'am.
Boaz voice. It's God that's helping me on the voice. Okay. Okay, so we did a what do they call that thing again? Throwback. Like we looked into the past to see where all these things are coming from and how we came to where we are today. Like I said, I like to give you, things don't happen by chance. There's a lot of space, and so I need to give you guys that picture. So now we'll be looking into um, misconceptions about crypto. So when I tell people about when normally I don't like coming directly and say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to get crypto job. Because when people hear crypto, they be like, they already have a reservation. They just withdraw. For example, the experiences that Israel had, Israel and each other person had a bad experience. So, and then all those bad actors, have matters. I mean, all my bad actors are those people who fronted crypto as Ponzi scheme. They didn't help. They don't help matters at all. They still do it today. So when or people who give false promises, those who give false promises to people, they don't help matters at all because they know that everybody wants to make money. Just like the way you sell Ponzi schemes to people, you promise them you make how much, how much, how much, how much, how much. Now, Ponzi scheme has a limit. There's a limit you get to. People won't be able to earn again because there's nothing is actually generating that money. So it has a what's that word? It has a threshold. But in crypto space, you have the possibilities are there, plenty. But then, and the more the ecosystem, the industry is maturing, the more when I say the narratives, the challenges you even encounter in the space is even changing or let's say adapting. So you have to always be consistent with the space. This is not even an industry whereby you just show up one day and you disappear and expect miracle to happen. It doesn't even happen in any other industry. If you are in fintech industry, you have to stay informed on a daily, and you have to stay. You have to always update and update yourself on a daily. like on a regular regular, this thing. You have to always do that. If not, even you will lose your relevance. Earlier today, I was having a conversation with my brother, and he was trying to show me how if you don't innovate yourself, you will stop becoming relevant. And it's true. Some people just want you to understand with them, and like some people have a skill. Nothing's wrong with that. For example, writing now. Nothing is wrong with writing as a skill, but you don't know how to use. You don't know how to use things like, even as a writer, there's a place that AI too can help you. You don't even know the difference between uh, generating AIs and those AIs like Grammarly. Grammarly is an editing tool. It's also run by AI. But because now we have to see the ChatGPT, people think that that's the only version of AI. But most of the platforms that we use that help us edit and proofread our work are actually run by AI. That's the way they can, spontaneously do all those things. So what am I starting with this? I'm trying to encourage you that Web3 is no different from other industry. It's just that it's more rewarding. And it's the next phase of tech, online engagement, opportunities, all those things. Is next phase for career, for making money, for same way that maybe one day you just realize that we'll no longer use paper money anymore because that's completely phased out. And then we are now all using crypto. You never can tell, the possibility is there. If you look at how money evolved over the years, I think it's part of your assignment. I would love to really read you guys' responses about the history of money. You will see that at some point, the other former form of money to stop being in use, especially when government start regulating and make it just like what happened last year before the elections, how they made some notes. Some notes also went out of it became redundant. You cannot even use it, right? Just imagine if all our paper currencies in the world were, they were treated like that, and everybody has to use crypto. Everybody had, everybody, we have no choice. That's got to learn how it works, how to withdraw it, deposit, buy and sell with it, and all of those things. And then we'll start seeing companies coming out to create simple applications. For example, now we have fintech apps in Nigeria where we have a traditional bank apps and the fintech apps. And the fintech apps are making life easier by providing services that doesn't require you to go to the bank and queue. Stuff like that. So I'm trying to make sure that you don't see, because it's crypto related, you don't think it's a far cry from the regular normal world. No. Like I said yesterday, it's just the next phase of development, next phase of innovation, next phase of evolution of money, of career, of tech, everything. It's just evolution. And then you should always innovate. Even now, as I'm learning these things now, if you don't get better, if you give yourself 6 months, by the time you come back, this industry will have moved so fast, you'll be wondering, Jesus, what's happening here? You'll feel out of place. So I'm trying to tell you that you see results when you are actively involved in the results process. This applies to every area of life. Any area of life that you don't commit to, you don't commit your time, you don't commit your energy, with your passion, you don't pray about. Trust me, you won't even, the result you will see there won't be sufficient as it would have been if you had been more committed. So don't treat this as you're going to print a lot of money. Printing money is not even a problem. But I always teach process. Every single person who has gotten result from the thing I teach, they always follow process. Like they hold it is like it's a lifeline. Like it's like this is the key. This is the thing I've been looking out for. And they apply it like their life depends on it. And it works for them. So I'm not a magician. I'm just only here to share with you guys what works or what is still working, because some of these things, some of them might slow down in the way they work. Some might not be a more efficient way that it works, which is why we keep upgrading our information in these things. Like I attend spaces, I listen to other people to hear what they share, because I can't even know it all. It's not even possible. I still learn from all of them. So now there are a lot of what's that thing again? Crypto has a lot of misconceptions around it. I've already mentioned the Ponzi part, and I've also mentioned the get rich quick part. So you don't get carried away with all those things, or you will not feel reluctant to attempt all of these things because there's crypto inside, or there's crypto inside. That thing you know about crypto, they told you about crypto is probably wrong. And also, some people run away because it looks hard, it looks unattainable. Like I said yesterday, don't be young and don't behave like an old person. It's old people that don't want to get involved with all this thing because you feel like it's too much. You're a young person, it's time to learn, innovate and try out, handle some tech things and use them, experience them, and be a part of the good part of innovation that's happening in the world. I emphasis on the good part of the negative part happening all the time. I think one major I think I mentioned this yesterday too. One major misconception people have about crypto is that when they hear crypto, they think about trading. And when they think about trading, they don't want to get involved. But crypto has the trading part, the career part, and the airdrop part. So it's either you are building career actively, you're building career actively, one, or you're trading actively, or you are an airdrop farmer, like you are a full-time airdrop farmer. Now, some people have managed to combine these three things, but that means they increase their chances of making a lot of money. But sometimes you have energy to do all three because it can be very, very, very time consuming. It can be very, very, very time consuming. Um, so now that you want to start the Web3 career program, like we started yesterday, what's the first thing to do? You need a basic understanding of the industry. So I give us that throwback. And what I did that basic, I'm going to give us a couple of documents. What are the basic understanding of the space? We're looking at what is blockchain, what is Web3. At least we handled that yesterday. What is crypto? Do you get what is crypto? What is Web3? What is blockchain? You deal with the terminologies first. What are the common terminologies? Now, the basic terminologies, when you look at them, then you understand them. Please don't cram anything in crypto space because this is not your physics class. I don't know if you're a science student, but trust me, I was a science student that never liked science. I would rather be doing literature, economics, commerce and the rest. But then we have expectations. Some people were expecting me to become a doctor, but here we are, not being a doctor. So what was I even saying again? You need to those basic things. So when you learn terminologies, make sure you understand them. Don't treat them like you're in the university days when you just want to pass an exams. No, this is real life now. And what you know and what you apply will play a major role in this. So, and you can't learn these things by cramming. You have to interact. You have to use them. Let me see if I can start sharing my screen. You have to interact. You have to use this thing. That's where it begins to make an impression on you. Sorry, a minute, please. Okay, sorry for that break. Sorry for the break. So yeah, I was going to share my screen. Okay. Okay. Share my screen now. Can you guys see my screen? Like,
Yes, ma'am. I see your
Yes,
screen.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I can see your screen.
okay. Okay, so our assignment you're going to do is later at the end of the class. I'm going to send you guys to a tutor career. That job role you're looking for, you're going to write out the job expectation, the job expectation, the job requirements and expectations. So you see, you have to you go to you not just one. You have to go to like 5 to 10, and then make a list of the common things. What are the common things between those 5 to 10 job things for that job role? So that's the assignment for today's class. I want you to see um, the basic expectation, because it's actually very important that when you're learning a new skill like that, you want to like get a job immediately. It's good to know what exactly is expected of this role, so that you learn in that line. So you just waste the time learning things that are not doesn't qualify you for that role. But then we're going to look at some basic crypto technology, or would I even say Web3? Those things are like terminologies. Okay. Web3 glossary. These are all over the internet. So please, that's why don't say you are just waiting for my class. Don't even say that. This is all over the internet. Let's be like you encounter something, you don't understand it, and then you have to come back to class and ask a question. Don't hesitate to ask questions, please. There's no shame in asking questions. After all, you didn't even know these things before now. So, like this website now, it's a glossary of the terminologies in the space, which is some of these are going to really help you get started, so that when you see some of these things, they don't sound strange to you. For example, now, if you see things like layer 2, you should start asking yourself, what does it mean? Don't say, I don't know it. Trust me, I don't even know the words in the dictionary. This is why there's a dictionary. So if I encounter a word I see a word, I'm like, I don't know what it means. I go to the dictionary to check. So don't say, layer 2, what does that mean? And then you don't pass it by. No. It calls for you to ask, what does it mean? And then you actually check what it means. When you see things that are strange to you, which you are going to see plenty of it, please, it calls for you to type out, use Gemini is my friend. Google Gemini is my friend. I know there's ChatGPT, but I lost interest in ChatGPT. ChatGPT became when I found out how Google Gemini is very. This is not promotional purpose. In case anybody listens to this speech recording, I'm not promoting. I'm not paid to do any promotional whatever. I'm just talking from my experience, from my usage, from a user point of view. When I used Gemini and Microsoft Copilot, I actually prefer them to ChatGPT, because Google Gemini is more human. Why Microsoft Copilot? These are AI generative applications. Why Microsoft Copilot helps it minimize the stress of browsing and getting direct links for topics. So you can have a full note with reference links and all of that in your content. So now, like Arbitrum now, let's look at bridge blockchain. Now, blockchain is, when you come into this space, the first thing that you must definitely know is what is blockchain. what is blockchain? What is blockchain? What is crypto? What is Web3? So now this explanation now, let me drop the link for you guys in the chat. This explanation now sort of is not the popular blockchain explanation, but let me give you a pictorial view. I don't know, can you guys read what's on my screen? Can you read it?
Yes, ma. It's readable.
Can you read it?
Yes, ma. It's readable.
Guys,
Yes, ma.
okay. I wanted to know whether I have to go all the way to read it out or you guys can read.
No,
So I'm looking at blockchain now. The explanation said a blockchain is a distributed database. Sorry? Okay. A blockchain is a distributed database that is shared among the nodes of a computer network. So now imagine right now I'm with my laptop in my house, and in the next flat there is someone else with the laptop, in their house. Now all over the flats in this compound, everybody has a laptop, and we are that laptop, and we now have there's one database. How many of you guys are familiar? How many of you guys are familiar with Google Sheets? Google Sheets. Are you familiar with Google Sheets?
No,
No, ma. No, ma.
Interesting. None of you is familiar with Google Sheets, like. Okay. How many of you are familiar with Google Docs? I told you guys to do the assignment with Google Docs, but how many of you guys are actually familiar with it?
Google Docs is familiar, ma. I know Google Docs.
I can't hear you.
Yes, ma. We know.
What is
I
it?
think I'm familiar with Google Docs.
Yes, I'm familiar. Okay. Now, Google has a suite of products for Office. Like it's like a sort of product that you can use for Office, use within the Office. That includes, just like say to Microsoft. Microsoft also has a suite of products that you can use to do official work. For example, in Microsoft, they have their slide. Normal for presentations, when you want to do your presentation, use Microsoft slide. They have their own. That they call the Microsoft PowerPoint. I'm sure you guys should be familiar with that. So the reason I'm emphasizing on these things are these are normal to use in the regular work world. So you have to, how do I put this down? You must be hungry for knowledge you must be hungry for knowledge to actually make money. You must be hungry to be familiar with these things. This is not the world has moved from there are physical jobs here. But the physical jobs that really pay well, they're higher. Like even in this Lagos, if we tell you what they pay people, you'll be so shocked. These are people that have to travel from where to where to go to work every day and stuff. And then if you're working in places like a big company like MTN, where they power pay higher, like they pay like on 200K and above, you work yourself to the bone. So I'm just saying, even there, for you to even be employed there, you have to know how to use some basic tools. And these basic tools include things like Google Sheets, Google Doc, Microsoft PowerPoint. So you have to do difference. So Microsoft is the company separate. It has its own suite of office applications. Google is another company on its own, and then it created a suite of work applications. So, for example, in Microsoft, that they have Microsoft Documents, use it to type. That one is popular. Now, the alternative is Google Docs. Use it to type. Then on Microsoft part, it has Microsoft PowerPoint. why Google has Google presentations, Microsoft has Microsoft Excel, why Google has its own Google Sheets. Are you guys see the similarities now? I see the similarities now. At least if you've heard Microsoft Excel, if you have heard Excel before, Google Sheets is the alternative because they are just a company that produces this is their own product. Google Sheets is for Google, Excel is for Microsoft. Do you get now?
Ma.
Do you? Okay.
Yes, I
Yes,
can
sir.
understand.
Are there people? Are you guys with me?
Yes, ma.
Yes, sir.
We are with you, ma.
Yes, ma.
Okay, just if you guys energy. So. Okay, a day alone like this. All right. So now, okay, I wanted to use that Google Sheet as to explain something. Now, that the advantage that Google has is that you can work on the same document from wherever you are. So companies use Google that Google suite of products, Office suite of products to run their companies into your company. In fact, in the crypto space, there are so many companies that doesn't have a physical building. There was a place I was working, and I have a meeting. One of the staff is in their room, everybody's just sitting in their room, laptop on their bed, and everybody just tuning in. So it's not about the location of the location and everything, it's about the quality of your delivery. The quality is all about the quality of delivery of your work. Do you get? So now, Google made it that I can be on a document, another person can be on that document. People from all over the world can also be on the same document, working, commenting, adjusting, editing on the same document. So I want you to explain blockchain now. Now, Google has one of the products of Google is Google Sheets, which is the alternative to Google Excel, like the Excel product. Microsoft Excel. And then on that sheet now is a database. One database. Now, all of us that have in this now that I'm staying in, everybody has a laptop, and all of us can connect to that database. Anytime I fill into that database, every other person will see it, but they cannot change it. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Yes, ma.
Yes,
Do you
ma.
guys see the picture now? Can you guys see the picture in your head?
Yes, ma.
Yeah, so now in that Google Sheets now, I type an information and I enter it. The information is stored there. That's what we call a block. A block is formed on that sheet. So now, instead of the other person in the next flat now, we see the information and then add their own. A chain will now form to connect information A and information B. That's blockchain. One block of information connected to another block of information by a chain in the middle. Now, on that same sheet now, my neighbor in the other flat cannot edit what I have done. Now, on that sheet, there are people that can confirm whether the information that I added on that sheet is correct. If it's correct, that information is confirmed. If it's not correct, that information will not go through. This is what happens when you are trying to send money to somebody or send an information like you withdraw deposits in the crypto space. The reason why a transaction is confirmed, that you send money, you send a crypto from one wallet to another, and it reaches that wallet, is because by the time the crypto is leaving that one wallet to the next wallet, those on the blockchain already would have confirmed that the money you want to send is actually equal to what is in the account, and then the receiving account wallet cannot receive it. So you can't send an empty information to the next wallet. So now, this is the easiest way for you to understand what blockchain is. It's like a sheet. Everybody puts in information. This information, they're connecting chains and chains and chains. So instead of cleaning existing information, it only form new blocks. Just like you where you're a ledger. What's even a ledger self or database? A database, a normal database is, oh, we have in the company now. It could be depending on the work company that you're working in, all the information going around in the company, every money that came in, every money that went out, who came in, who left, all those things that runs the company. Everything just entering there, stage by stage, timeline by timeline. So in the blockchain too, just like on that spreadsheet, everything that's being entered is entering step by step, line by line, just like that. So it keeps building. Now, that's the beginning part of the especially what the blockchain is. So we now have things like developers. There are developers that understand the language, the code language. They can now build on the blockchain and build different applications and all of those that solve different problems on the blockchain. So the coding language is different from the coding language from the Web2. But the thing is that you need a fair understanding of coding language Web2 to even exist in the Web3. Because Web3 will not even be existing if Web2 didn't happen. So you can't just, for developers, you can't jump from Web2 to Web3. You must learn one programming language, and it's JavaScript, to be able to. I'm just saying this is not a developer class, but just a side information. So when you're ready, don't read this as like textbook. You can actually use real life explanations to understand these words. That's why I use that spreadsheet to explain what the blockchain is, to give you some sort of picture in your head of what it is. But knowing that this is running in computers now, it's not spreadsheets, but in actual computer. This computer serves as each computer serves as a node. Each computer serves as a node, forming a network of computers all over the world. So we have different words here and what they mean. So you have to read them, and then how do you use Gemini? How many of us are familiar with ChatGPT and the rest of the AIs? Trust me, I'm not one of those people that write off AI. So I shall ask myself, how can this make my work easier? You can use AI to edit your work, paraphrase what you've written before. It's not, you don't need to maybe create something fresh, but you need to edit what's already existing. So there's no shyness to say, use AI. So how many of us use any of these generative AIs?
I use ChatGPT.
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now.
Yes, ma'am.
But
We all
like I always
use
tell people, note that ChatGPT is supposed to help you. Okay. ChatGPT is supposed to help you make your work better and not copy and paste verbatim. If not, ChatGPT is very annoying. It's been over a year I use ChatGPT because I found out Gemini is more human. Like, let me show you guys, Steph. Let me show you guys the difference. I say, I don't want to log into my ChatGPT now. Let me just do my Gemini because at least some of you have already used ChatGPT. So I don't need to explain to you that ChatGPT sounds it's obviously AI. Like, there's no how, unless you edit it. If you edit it and make it human, that is when you can even pass it up as okay. So, but I like to use this generative AI as more of a support tool. For example, now I have a long, maybe an article, and I wanted some part of it to be paraphrased to actually give off some meaning. So I use this AI to do that. I use Microsoft Copilot. If instead of browsing through search engine looking for links about a particular topic, I can just type topic into Copilot, and then it gives me referral links to all of them. I can see my screen.
Yes, ma. We can see your screen.
You can see your screen, ma.
Okay, so this is all right. This is Gemini, right? This is going to help you to, this and even Microsoft Copilot can help you. Microsoft Copilot is copilot.microsoft.com. They can help you learn this, understand this is better. So let's look at some of the words here that look strange. All right. I need you guys to pick one word that we can use Gemini to understand better. So as I'm scrolling through I'm going to scroll through my screen and just pick a word. I know if we can pick any word that we can use now to check how Gemini will help us understand it better. So just look and pick one. I'm scrolling now. Scrolling now. Which one are you curious about that you want to understand using Gemini? Scrolling now. Scrolling. I'm not seeing anyone. Okay. I'm scrolling. Anyone?
Yeah, man. DeFi.
Anyone?
Yes, man. DeFi.
Okay, DeFi. All right then. So this is gemini.google.com. And we say explain the term, the Web3 term, DeFi, like I'm a newbie. DeFi to me, like I'm a newbie. So let's see what it's going to tell us. A term prompts you can even use, right? So see the explanation now. Very like very human, So imagine you do all your banking through a special app, but instead of bank running it, everyone on the app contributes to how it works. That's kind of what DeFi or decentralized finance is like. Normally, banks and other companies handle your money, loans, savings, investments. DeFi uses cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. That is the system behind Bitcoin to create a different system. Now, here's the gist. With DeFi, there are no banks. Instead of banks controlling your money, DeFi uses smart contracts, which are basically automatic agreements on the blockchain. These agreements mean you can borrow, lend, or trade directly with other people. DeFi aims to be open to anyone with an internet connection anywhere in the world. No need to be there or follow strict rules. It's faster and cheaper. Transactions can be quicker and potentially cheaper than traditional banking because there are fewer middlemen. As a financial, I see now. Does this not look simpler than what's this thing? Look at the explanation here. Look at the explanation here. This one sounds simpler, but then you have a deeper explanation. Can you guys see it?
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma.
So you can use this to understand things better. Just give it a prompt, tell it to explain to you like you have no idea what it's talking about. You're a newbie, you're a 7-year-old, you're a 5-year-old, or explain to you like you're a content writer. You can even tell to explain to you as a content writer. What does it mean to you as a content writer? What does it mean to you as stuff like that? Just give it prompts. I like Gemini. Like I said, the words are more human than robotic. That GPT. There are different options you can go through. So you can use these things to learn these things faster. It's your key to learning this, getting acquainted with these terminologies very, very fast. Because trust me, having a basic understanding of the Web3 space is very vital. It's a key requirement in getting all these opportunities because you can't get a job in something that you have no knowledge about. So that's why equipping yourself with this tool to help you. Oh God, to help you understand these things faster would really, really help you. And if you want someone to throw more light to make him, use your everyday expression to explain it. You can also ask me questions. So that's that. So you need a basic understanding of what these things are, what they mean. Just basic, like at least start with the what is, and then before you now narrow it down. How do you narrow it down? You narrow it down to sectors in industry and narratives. For example, if I say I'm like this, I might have a fair understanding of different parts of the industry, but that doesn't mean I know in depth of different parts of the industry. So I have more interest in some area more than some. Do you get? I have more interest in some areas. So to know how to narrow it down to which part maybe you can focus on, even for getting opportunities, you pick narrative trending at a time. For example, that's why you don't just assume anything in this space. For example, narratives have changed ever since I came to this space, from 2018 to 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and now we're in 2024. Narratives have changed. And what do I mean by narratives? The industry has different sectors that solving a problem or is creating solutions to problems, and per season, there are specific parts of the industries or sector that people pay more attention to because of the value it's going to bring to them. This period now, we have something like real world assets tokenization. What does it mean? It means that real world assets like rocks, lands, that's real estate, roads can now be tokenized on the blockchain. You can now create tokens that are tied to these physical things, and they can be traded and sold on the blockchain. They can be bought and sold on the blockchain, and people can raise money easily to develop their land, or people can have a share of a physical property just by the representative token on the blockchain. So these are something that even me, I'm very much interested in. This is an area of the blockchain I'm very much interested in because the utility, the use case is obvious already right from the explanation. Like it directly impacts real life. There are so many use cases in the industry that doesn't directly impact real life experiences. It has to do with real estate, so it's going to really impact real estate. There will have a lot of rich people that are interested in this narrative in the space. So when you build a narrative like that, and you want to be a community manager for projects like that, you want to be a writer for projects like that, you want to be a marketer for projects like that, you want to do stuff for projects like that, then you can focus on that area. That way helps you narrow down. That way helps you start learning the terminologies around there, because in a real world asset tokenization project might not be completely the same. So this might be similar but not the same across other narratives. So we even have gamify. We have gamify. Gamify is games, play and games. It's also rained in the past market season. We have gamify, like you can bet on horse racing and make it from it. I have a project on a Solana project that I actually invested in because it's a gamify. It's for horses. Like people bet on horses and they make money out of it, stuff like that. So you can choose. There are so many. There's the PIN, decentralized physical infrastructure network. So this is the second part of your assignment. The first part of your assignment is go to Web3.career and then go through 5 to 10 job postings around the job you want to learn, get a job in, and then pick out the common, at least it should be up to 10 job requirements and responsibilities expected of you in that role. That's your assignment. And then the second one is what was I just talking about now? Narratives. Yeah. Just Google, browse, find out 5 trending narratives for 2024-2025 bull market season. 5 trending narratives for this season. See, I won't be surprised if some of you fall in love with some of this narrative, because that's one way. If you like the topic or like the solution they are bringing, it will help you to position yourself, like help you to then go for more information about that area, and you become a pro in that area. All of that. There's so many things you can do. And realizing that, oh wow, I like me now. I really like the idea of reward assets a lot. I like the idea, and I've had to invest in a couple of projects there that have actually done well. So that's 2 assignments you're going to do from today's class. So that's how to use Gemini to tackle your maybe you encounter a word that sounds very complex, even though you googled it and Google is still giving you dictionary explanation. You can look Gemini and tell it to explain to you like a newbie, and Gemini a newbie, a noob, a beginner, a noob, stuff like that. Just tell it to explain to you. So that's that. So you need the fundamental knowledge of crypto space to function in those roles. Another thing you need is communication. You need communication, creativity, and problem-solving mindset. You need to be someone who wants to solve problems with your skill. People love so you need to know how to communicate. This is not the way a place where you do the way you want to, or just the form annoyance, or whatever. You're going to work with white guys. Possibly you might even work with fellow Nigerians on this easier project. So you need to be someone who can communicate within your job role, like your space. You need to be able to communicate to your fellow team members. You need to be able to if say okay, somebody is instead of beefing somebody or allowing somebody to delay your work, you get back to the person like, oh, I've been expecting you to attend to this thing. You've not attended to it. Please, when will you likely be done? Or when would you likely attend to it? Just you need to communicate at every given time. Communicate your expectations, your frustrations, your limitations to your team member. You should also be someone that's creative. That means you shouldn't always rely on the instructions you receive from your top management. No. The information you need to function in your role is outside there. So don't say because your founder, co-founder, CEO did not tell you anything, so you're not doing anything, or your department lead did not explain to you. It's not true. It's not true. So you have to always search, how can I do this? Because sometimes you might get something, you might be expected to do something in your role that you before that day you don't even have a knowledge of how to go about it. But that doesn't mean that by the end of the day you shouldn't know how to go about it. Information is everywhere. Like, oh well, if information is plenty, like it's plenty outside there. And just like what some people do, like my previous students. Sometimes they reach out to me and say, okay, ma, how do I go about this thing? This is what I was. I mean, and then I can share my 2 cents about what they're asking for. So what else? You need to also know how to solve problems. You need to know how to solve problems. Like you should be able to don't just wait and sit around. Be proactive. How can you That's why I want you guys to see the responsibilities of your roles, so that you understand what exactly is your role solve. Like, what problem is your role solving? You don't just say doing that role. You have to know, I'm a community manager. What problem does this really solve? What's unique about it? I'm a content writer. What's unique about it? What does it really solve? And how do I come in? How do I step in? Oh, the company is saying we don't know how to do about this. How do I contribute by 2 cents? From where I am and stuff like that. So you should be able to. People love problems. People that can solve problems or come up with ideas that can solve issues. So, like I said, you can't do all these things overnight, but you have to start. The reason for this assignment is that so you start paying attention, start picking interest, those things in all of these things, and then you need to be self-motivated. Nobody will motivate you. Like, nobody motivates you. You need to be self-motivated. Sometimes, let me use someone I know very closely, for example. All they do is that they just give him money. Okay, we want you to do. They give him money, funds that will cover what is. So the guy has to just sit down, plan, schedule, and make sure that you come back with success. They're not telling you what to do. If you know best what to do, is your role. Actually, I like that kind of stuff because I don't like when people are very controlling of my role. If someone is very controlling of my role, I just allow it. Whatever you tell me to do, I just do it. I don't wait for instructions all the time. So, but most of times you'll be expected to be proactive now. Like, what do I do to get results? What do I do to hit some milestones? What do I do to hit some KPIs of my role? Keep performance because of my role, stuff like that. So, I've already told you guys, why do you need a crypto job? Obviously, to make money. Me, I love industry. I really love it. I love it. I'm not going back. Nothing is taking me back to it. So, I cannot go back to where I'm coming from. Nothing is taking me back there. I love Web3. So much I love this space. It's also because it pays better. Like, it pays better. I mean, if you get $8,000 in your role, that's about $1 million per month. It's so achievable here. While in Web2, for that same role, if you don't specify 100,000 naira, my sister is a certified medical lab scientist, licensed to fully licensed like this. But the first job offer she got was what? How much she ran? And she went to where they pay her more than $30,000 paid her for just be a fresh graduate of her course. So why are you doing it? This is a question for yourself now. Why are you doing this? For all of you that are here, is because you want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, right? And this right now, if you start shooting right now, you can say, miracle don't happen. Like, it's so we're here for the money, most definitely. So, but you should always remind yourself that when your motivation is dropping, the inspiration is going south, you have to remind yourself that you are here because you want to make money. So now, what are the different kind of jobs that we have? Let's look at let's see if I can just show you that. So we have tech, list of tech and non-tech jobs. I think I've already from that blog link I shared with you guys. List of tech and non-tech jobs. So we have two types of jobs. You see, we have the tech tech jobs, and we have the non-tech jobs. Now, like I already said, tech is obviously like things like developer relations, front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack developer, maybe what do they call it now? Specific programming language developer. Let me take an example now. The popular language in Web2 is JavaScript, like JavaScript, HTML. Then in the Web3 space, you have to like React. We have React. We have what's that other one? There's another popular one. If React is for very user-friendly application, there's a popular one. Solidity. Solidity is for Ethereum blockchain. So in the crypto space, they have the blockchain can have a specific language. So we have developers that are very vast, or either very vast or very good in a specific programming language. That is tech jobs. And now notice where you guys come in. You guys have already seen the list of them. So these are the that we have. And thank God, with your assignments, you're going to see the expectations of your roles specifically. And that web application, you can spoke down some expectations of some roles, so have an idea what to go for, or what your energy can carry at this moment. Because some roles are actually very tasking, more demanding than the others. And then the reason why I like web3 jobs is that this is why I like non-tech is because the learning curve is really short. The learning curve is really, really short. If you're going to be a developer, I think you a year to even do learning alone, just to learn. And then first thinking of building your portfolio and then getting jobs. If but not tech person, the learning curve is very, very short. I mean, let me even use one of my students as an example. There's a guy that came into my class in 2021. His friends that came in 2020 December, I had December sets then. So the guy came in and, came in, learned, got his job. The guy isn't married now. That particular one is married now. So his friend, he had not had a job for 4 years. A graduate didn't have a job. I think I have a testimony on my YouTube channel. You can watch the video of his testimony on my YouTube channel. The guy had not had a job for 4 years. And the first day his friend introduced him to me, I told him you have to pay 15K. And the guy didn't even question. He didn't even think about the original question. He just told me, okay, I'll be back. He went to go and hustle the money. That's one of the reasons why I asked money to a fee to my classes, that I've had series of experiences where people don't value stuff they don't pay for. I mean, I've held free classes, but people don't value because they did not pay for it. They didn't pay for it, so they don't commitment whatsoever from your part. So it's not about like I guess this class now. So that's the money that I'm using. That's now like I have a lot of money. So for this guy, he was a lot of money because he had not had a job for 4 years. But he didn't like you. He came back, paid for the class, and he just told me that that period I was still doing a lot of educative series on my status, WhatsApp status. He told me that somebody just offered me a $200 community management job. I was like, how? He had not even taken the class at this point. So I said, how did you even get it? He said, it was telling me that because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what the role is even about. He said what he did was that I posted my status about how to go about some jobs and all. And he followed it. And immediately the guy offered the job to him. He had to rush back to tell me this. How do you go about managing the community and all of those things? So I had to give him some quick guides on community management for himself. Like he had to learn. That's what I said about learning and earning. He had to learn on the job right from the spot. Like he didn't even. So it was why he was giving his best shot at that job. He was not taking his classes that you guys are doing now. He was not taking his classes, and then before you know it, before the month ended, he got other two offers. One was $150, another was $150. So all in was getting $500 that month, and that was even when dollar to naira, everything was giving him around 300K. He came back with testimony. The guy was like, "Ma, I've never earned 300K in my life." I ever have a picture of testimony that I even share it if you want to be extra motivated. So his story, in fact, he reached out to me, I think it was December or January, telling me that he's still one of his jobs. He's consistent with it. He got another job later. And I'm very happy for him because this is someone that moved from a university graduate, 4 years, no job, and all of that. And now he's working from home comfortably and doing those non-tech things. So, what's brought me to this story, Seth? Yeah, the non-tech roles. The learning curve is really, really short. Look at this guy now. He didn't have to even spend a lot of time learning a lot because this non-tech job is also very cool. And it's very important. It's very important that you give yourself to it. You can grasp what you need to grasp, like theoretically, in 2 weeks to 1 month, and then give yourself to the practical side of things, which is where my 5-day challenge comes in. I have a 5-day challenge on my website that I give my, the participants of my class to do. That one is a getting job side of it. And then I'm going to share some first starts, let's say beginner friendly opportunities to give your short at. So on these roles that you guys picked are actually don't be seen as like they are practical stuff. Very, very practical stuff, like very, very practical stuff. And the learning curve is very, very short. So as compared to the tech side of things. So next week and next 2 weeks, I'm going to sync with your tutors. We're going to have live classes where they'll handle these different roles you guys picked. They'll handle, you guys will hear from them. Well, this is why I even like the fact that they're the ones teaching you guys that they were once my students. They were once my students in 2020, 2021. And today they are doing okay for themselves. So I like them to teach participants because they are teaching you guys from a practical point of view, from what I'm doing that is working point of view. To me, it's that way than textbook knowledge or experience. Okay, so that being said, now sometimes when you look at jobs can be called different things. It can have different classification, like Web3 jobs, DeFi jobs, metaverse jobs, blockchain jobs, DAO jobs. So this also, apart from looking for jobs in narrative side, like going for narratives, you can also go to jobs by sections. Let me show you what I mean. By categories. Let me use that market cap again to show you what I mean. Hope you guys have not slept off from me. Don't worry, this class will come to an end. I think we should have hit an hour by now. And I hope you guys learned something. So I don't want this to be like okay. I hope today's class is also making sense. Let me show you guys what I mean about categories. So like how we saw DeFi now. There are jobs that are called DeFi roles. Specific DeFi roles. Like so that means you're a content writer, but a DeFi content writer. That means you're not writing, your content is not like regular crypto content. It means that you are focusing on DeFi projects. You're focused on DeFi solutions. You're focused on everything DeFi. So same for, okay, this is it here now. These are different categories, like cryptocurrencies. But these are different categories in the industry. These are different categories now. So for these categories, you can even find out what are the trending categories in this space. Like now, trending categories in these spaces, we have things like layer 2. If you say you're a writer that write layer projects, it means that you're focusing on everything that has to do with layer 2. What solution are they solving? Which project is coming is doing crazily well. Which ecosystem is under that, So these categories now, they're just different. Now, not all these categories here are actually trending at the moment. Layer 2 is trending. We have AI sort of, but more centralized AI is there right now. At some point, the ecosystem trended sharp. It's on a low now. Let me see. So some of these things, Reels is latest with this recently. Reels. So you can get roles. Look at that the pin I mentioned earlier. The pin. You can get roles under specific ecosystems. So instead of trying to learn about the whole blockchain Web3 as a whole, you can learn them in sectors, in categories, in narratives. That way, when you learn this narrative now, you can move on to the next. So you don't just choke yourself and make yourself confused. So there are different categories in this ecosystem. Memes are trending to AI. Like I said, centralized AI trending, gaming, Solana trending. All right, so I don't know if I make you guys more confused than ever, but I believe I make you progress. So jobs can even be called. You can say, "Oh, I want to get a job." Solana ecosystem jobs, gaming jobs, AI jobs, memes jobs. So it means that you are focusing on a particular category. You are knowledgeable in that category according to your job role, and then you want to get a job in that area to execute there. So that way it keeps it simple for you. And you can even pivot. Maybe you say, okay, this category is not working for me, this area is not working for me. Let me just move. Maybe you did memes, a meme was not working for you, and then move to Solana, and then you try, okay, let me just try 2 at a time, gaming, stuff. Okay, so from Friday, we'll now start looking at. You guys don't have any experience about the crypto space at all. So how do you start your journey? Now, I wanted to leave this class to the end of. Because I need you guys to have your classes first on your different areas of that you chose. This like community management and all of those things. Before start talking how to get a job. But we're going to look at some things, before the how to really, really get a job. That should come after. So from Friday, we'll handle some other topics and look at some other things you can start paying attention to immediately. Things you can start trying your hands on immediately. So, what are the 2 assignments I gave today? Can someone just tell me the 2 assignments I gave today? Drop it in the community. Yes, and right after this class now, I'll drop the link for submission of assignments. I'm waiting for you guys.
Is it that we should say it here, or that someone should write it in the chat?
Yeah, you should drop it in the chat.
Okay.
I can read it from the chat.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Yes, one more task. So I need you guys to go to Twitter, tag the company account, Valucop Global, Valucop Official, and talk about, oh, I just started my pre-advancement program today, and so far so good. This is what I've learned. Just talk about how it's good for you. I'll see it from your tag. When you tag it, if you don't tag it, just know it's part of your assignment. I'm going to explain to you guys later why social media presence is also very important for roles. So that will be part of our explain in next class. All right, so let's go to a few this is number 1 here. What's the other one? I gave 2 assignments to second one. Okay, you guys are typing. Yes, specifically in the Web3. So you have to be specific in the Web3 space. 5 narratives that are trending in the Web3 space within this period. Okay. All right. Yeah, so nice one. So guys, unmute yourself now and share how was today's class and what stood out for you. Are we making progress? Did you learn something new? So so far so good. Unmute, I'll hear your voices. Unmute yourself. Mute yourself. Yeah. This bull market will favor me and my family. Anyway, waiting for it. Who is talking? Danny, are you talking? I can't hear you. It's something like radio. Danny, I can't hear you. Is that from me? I see you're trying to talk, but I can't hear you. All right, JD, I can't hear you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma. I can say that I've learned a lot in this first class. It's my first class. It's my first time of being here, but actually, I'm getting familiarized with the terms of Web3, and I must say that I'm happy to be here. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you, ma. God bless you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, I'm going to drop the link for yesterday's class. I already uploaded it. So I'm going to drop in for it just in case you want to make reference to it at any point in time. So I'm dropping now in the chat.
Okay, ma. Thank you
So
very
for
much.
you, like JD, now you can make reference to it. It's really important that you listen to it. Okay, so
Okay, ma.
Amina.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I
Hello,
can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can.
All right. All right. Good evening, everyone. This is also my first live class. The app refused to instead on my phone. That's the please they had the class yesterday. So this is my first live class, and I must say, honestly, this is like real value. Honestly, this is real value. I mean, I got a lot of things jotted down here, and sincerely, I can say that you cannot get it anywhere. Like it's like a whole up, like a whole package for me. Going from the misconception of crypto, the basic crypto terms, what you need to know about the Web3 space, and all that. Sincerely, it's like let me say I'm like blessed by this class. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you very much, ma, for really putting out time to invest in us. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, Amina. You're welcome. Okay, Israel.
Good evening, ma. Hello, good evening, ma. I'm sorry my voice might be a little bit low. I'm very stressed. But can you hear me, ma?
Hello.
Hello, ma.
I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me, ma?
you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, so. What's up from?
Hello, ma. Can you hear me,
Okay.
ma? Okay.
Yeah, if you're having
Good
challenges with
evening, ma.
one else can go.
Ma?
If you're having challenges, somebody else can go. Kemzi, you can type if you can't say if your background is noisy or you're having some hindrance, just type it in the chat. Kemzi, I've never heard your voice here today. Kemzi, talk to me. Second Israel. Second Israel. Okay, also type in. Okay. Kemzi. Okay, second is okay. Go ahead.
Good evening, ma. Is my voice clear?
Sorry?
I said, is my voice clear, ma?
Your voice is low.
The network is
Your voice is low.
okay.
Okay, you can type, right?
Okay.
I just hope you're able to hear me throughout the class, Sha.
Yes, the network was shaky at some moments, but I was able to learn a lot in today's class. Like I was even
Oh,
like
nice.
away from blockchain before, but I was able to understand it. So as if we were speaking and everything was entering to my brain directly. So I was
I can imagine.
like, like I was struggling before with the explanation of things like the blockchain the blockchain. Where I knew a little bit on DeFi, but that blockchain aspect was complete. Of DeFi crypto space has been where I've been having difficulty in understanding, but this class has been able to put me through in understanding it. Then also the aspect of jobs and how we should stay motivated in our pursuit of knowledge and, and in pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the job and the crypto space.
Awesome. Nice one, Israel. Cynthia, Lady Cynthia.
Oh, hi. Good evening. I just entered my house right now. I was on transit and network was not really friendly. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. I hope you heard me at some point.
Yes, I'm hoping to get,
Yeah, I
I
hope
can
you
get.
were able to catch a thing or two.
Yes, I did. I got how we can leverage AI. To help us with our work. When you were talking about Copilot and Gemini and the rest. And I also what the fact that you said we should I mean because how would I even put it? Well, I got so many things about the Web3 space and in my head I'm planning on how to storm and do so many research on it. And I'm very grateful for the class.
Nice.
It was impactful. It was really impactful. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad. You're welcome. So I'm going to drop the recording of this class as soon as I put it up, so that if you missed any part, you want to like backtrack, fast forward, do some backwards, you can go through it, and it will also help you. Okay, so thank you for being in today's class. Okay, I have a question, Temzi. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm here for your questions, really. Like I said, I know this place can be very, very, difficult to understand, but hopefully I can help to make it simpler. All right, Kenzie, I want you for your question. Okay, so looking at more things by Friday. You do your assignments. Let me drop the link for the assignment so that you guys can submit your assignment. So okay, so submit your assignment to this link. I don't understand. I'm not giving any form yet for the assignments. I don't understand the question. Okay. You found it hard. Why? It's easy, right? I really want us to use tools when reading the tech world, so you shouldn't be doing this. So I wanted you to use you can use Microsoft product, maybe like a Microsoft doc, and type it into your document and export as PDF or export as document and send it in. I'm submitting this in now. So this is the form. This is the Google form. So this is the form where you submit your assignments as either a link or a file. So if you let me even type this that I'm saying. So submit your assignment as either a Google Doc link or a Microsoft document or PDF link or Microsoft's documents or PDF. So there are spaces for you to, in the form, you will see your email address, your name, and where to either submit your link or submit your form, submit your document. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Kemzi. Okay, go ahead, Cynthia. So Cynthia, I'm sorry, Kemzi, you're supposed to just use a Microsoft document, type in the answers, export as a PDF or submit it as a document like that in this form, and then or use a Google Doc, open a Google Doc. These apps are in your phone or your Play Store. If you check your Play Store, you'll see Google Docs. You see Docs there. Log in with your email address and your Gmail, and then you can have access to Google Docs. But if you're using Google Docs, make sure. Let me even type it yourself so I don't say they know it too. If you're using Google Docs, make sure you make it open to everybody to see. Because Google Docs, you can make it private or public. So please put it in public, put it in view, and remove it from private if you're using Google Doc. So I'll be able to have access. All right. All right, Cynthia, please go ahead with your question.
All right, yeah. I wanted to ask, this is the second assignment, right? Are we supposed to do everything in one doc, or we're to do separate docs and submit it one after the other? Like,
okay.
I don't really think.
If you haven't done the first one, there's no point trying to separate. Just indicate maybe assignment 1, assignment 2 on the one document, and answer it separately. You get.
Okay.
The first one has 3 questions. One has 2. Just separate. You don't have to actually like really do 2 document. No, just indicate at the top. Class 1 assignment, the 1 assignment, assignment 1. Yes, and then assignment 2. And just submit.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let me not take any more of the time. Just enjoy the rest of the evening. See you Friday.
Okay, man. Good
Bye.
night, man. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.
Yeah. Good night.